Hello and welcome to another 3ds Max tutorial. In this video and the next few videos we'll be using this same model and we'll be going from creating a 2D parametric city in this video to then creating or transforming that 2D city into a 3D city and then adding a simple facade to your buildings. That will be the third video. The fourth video will be adding trees to your streets, and then the fifth video will be how to render out your model. So in this first video, first you'll need to get a couple of plugins if you don't have them already. One of them will be Spline Offset, which you can get from that same website that I showed you in a previous tutorial. So ScriptSwap, it's by the same sort of author, VU, and you'll be able to find that. So that's Spline Offset. And then another one is Greeble. So if you look up Max Clunky Greeble, you'll be able to find it in this website here. So you'll need to restart Max once those plugins are installed. And now we're going to come to our create panel, and we're going to go to shapes and create a rectangular spline. I'm going to do a keyboard entry. I want it to be at the very center of the model, and I want my length and my width to be 1000 meters. I'm going to create that. I'm going to maximize my top viewport. Now you might need to double check the units that your project is in. So you go to customize unit setup, and you'll see that your display units are in meters and your system units are in meters as well, so they need to be the same, which is good. So we're going to rename this spline to be our driver spline. And we're going to put that in a new layer, which will be called our master. So, and now we're going to, so while our master splines thing is ticked, we are going to go to line, and we're going to just create a few lines that will be our roads. So I'm going to do 3 larger ones and 3 smaller ones. So I'm going to do 1, 2, and then 3 big ones, and then I'll do a few smaller ones as well. Like so. So they've all gone into our master splines. I'm just going to rename them as 20 meter 1. I'm just going to copy this to save some time. Right, so we're going to select all of our 20 meter roads, and we're going to hit Control V, which will create, will give us this clone options window. And we are going to get a reference clone, and we'll just put that as reference after that. Click OK, and then while they're still highlighted here, right click, create layer, and they've got into a new layer here, which we will call casements, because these will be, we're going to make these curves or these splines into the sort of where the buildings will sit. So we're going to do the same for the 10 meter roads. So Control V, reference copy, and then OK, and then we're going to drag these into the casements layer. So there we go. Turn off our master splines here. And then we're going to select all of our 20 meter roads, come up to the modifier panel, and then click spline spline offset here. And we're going to keep it, we're going to change it to 20 meters, and we're going to change it to our end type into an open butt, which will give us that nice curve that mimics the original curve. And then we're going to untick keep original spline because we already have them in our master splines there. And then we're going to do the same for the 10-meter roads. So select those, spline offset, distance 10 is good, and then change to open butt and untick keep original. There we are. Alright, so now we're going to select all of these casements, Control V, do a reference copy, okay, and while they're still highlighted, we are going to create a new layer and call them shape. Alright, so now we're going to turn off our casements, and let's just collapse that. Alright, so now we're going to go and get our driver spline, create a reference copy, okay, and then that's going to go into our shape boolean. So turn off master splines again, and now we're going to go to create splines, compound shapes, and then create a shape boolean. Now we're going to tick subtract, and we're going to add operands that are going to subtract from that driver spline. So I'm going to click that one, and so on. There we go, untick add operand, so you're out of the boolean. Now we'll select that and do another reference copy for footpaths. And then we're just going to put that into a new layer called paths. And we're going to do another spline offset. Let's make the distance 4 meters. Open but do not keep original. So there we go. So let's just turn off our paths for now. Okay, and then from here we can start creating our 3D city. So I'm going to stop this recording here.